Ah, there you are. I hope you've had safe travels.
Yes, thank you. I see that you have come with your escort.
They have accompanied me this far, but they will wait for me here. No need to bring the entire troop and this carriage. We are only here to see if the Alliance is up to something in these ruins, not to lead an assault.
As you wish. You know the region and its dangers better than we do.
That's true. Should we be going?
Yes, let's go.
I hope you can forgive my curiosity, but how is it that you find yourselves in Peren?
It's a very long story. Alas, with its fair share of dark episodes.
Oh, I didn't want to bring back any bad memories. I beg your pardon. That said, if one day you have the time and are of mind to share this tale... This is very odd. This bridge was in much better shape the last time I crossed it. We're going to have to find a less direct route, I'm afraid.
I am surprised that the nobility of the region has not looked after it. How do they get their caravans across? Something is wrong here. We need to keep our guard up.
Come now. If you believe that General Kurnat is behind all of this, you're delusional. How could he know we're here?
Who are these people? What do they want with you?
They're communists. Traitors to the Empire. Only a fool dares to attack a vessel.
Have all fallen. You are all that remains.
You are cowards and traitors. This dastardly ambush is well worthy of communists. Speak. Who are you, and how did you learn that we were coming to the region?
I have nothing to say to you. But to these folk, on the other hand, I understand why you've killed my men. We attacked you without knowing who you were. But it seems obvious that you are not Mateists, nor are you men from the embassy. As such, I present my apologies. We are fighting for our faith, to overthrow a corrupted empire that hides behind its magic and is fed by handouts from Thélème. We are not your enemies. You have found yourself in the middle of a conflict that is not your own. You have business with the Ambassador. So be it. But allow me to take my leave.
The Ambassador asked you a question. Answer.
Who informed you that we'd be coming here?
May the demons take you. I will say nothing more.
Wait. Something isn't right. I feel a tremor.
What is it?
Stand aside. I'm gonna wipe them from the face of the earth. My armor is now useless.
Now I'm going to have to buy some new armor.
I need healing.
We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused.
Careful, darling. You look dreadful.
My armor is ruined.
We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused.
Heal yourself. You're wounded.
I need healing!
May the enlightened be with me. He sense that my hour is near.
We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused. Show them what we're made of!
The leader of those Carmenist traitors took advantage of the chaos to flee before we could question him. May the Enlightened protect us. What was that thing?
A guardian. One of those giant creatures we told you about. But this one was very different from the one we fought in Esquiara.
So General Kernaz did manage to create one of these beasts. Fortunately, you have ensured that it will never attack Dutton. You have shown great bravery.
We didn't really have a choice. What puzzles me is the nature of this guardian. It looked like those we have on our island, but a corrupt, tainted version. The Nadaig on this continent are very strange, and don't seem to behave the way ours do.
I heard about this kind of beast on your island. I never thought I'd see one here.
After an encounter like that, I can only concur with your opinion that this General's experiments are dangerous.
We need to find out where exactly this guardian came from, and make sure that the scientists don't create any more.
I'm going to go and get my escort. We're going to need reinforcements. I can't risk another ambush, or having to face another one of these beasts alone. The ruins are close by, and you are welcome to explore them if you like. But please be careful.
We'll try to avoid being seen. Let's go while the trail is still clearly visible. This is where the Guardian attacked us. Trucks head off in that direction. Look at all of these fallen trees. They've been ripped up by the enraged Guardian as it passed. These Alliance soldiers attempted to stop the Guardian in its escape. They paid with their lives.
These are not soldiers of the Alliance. They're Coin Guard. Like me. Mercenaries from the Purple Regiment.
Trucks head off in that direction. Ropes and chains. They were trying to control it, but it was a futile attempt. There we have the famous ruins of the Astrians that the ambassador mentioned.
Yes, and the border with Dutton is near. They chose the ideal location to create their monster and unleash it upon their enemies.
I smell death. What happened here?
There's no assassin or warrior I've ever known, and believe me, I know plenty, who could inflict wounds like that. That creature, your guardian on the other hand, is another matter.
I'm no expert, but this one wasn't killed by a weapon. My guess is that it was the creature we fought. I'm no expert, but this one wasn't killed by a weapon. My guess is that it was the creature we fought. I'm no expert, but this one wasn't killed by a weapon. My guess is that it was the creature we fought.
These people were not killed by weapons. Their wounds are the work of a gigantic beast.
I'm no
All dead. This is a veritable massacre. No doubt, given the nature of their wounds, the Guardian must have done this. They came in numbers, but its power and rage must have taken them by surprise. Some of them weren't even armed.
If you hadn't have welcomed me on your ship, I would be as dead as they are. I'd have never understood what I was fighting against.
May the earth welcome you, despite all that you have done to us. This document is signed by Zahid. I can recognize her stink. She is the one that caused us problems in Yuxantis. So she is now on congregation soil, still conspiring against us and others, doing the General's bidding.
She certainly deserves to have her score settled. But all said and done, she is simply one of the tools of her master.
With these documents, we should be able to have her banished without difficulty. I know who we could show them to. Believe me, this proof is so damning she might end up in jail. Or in the river.
The ambassador will carry more weight if she takes care of this. Let's let her do her duty.
We can't afford to overlook other documents as valuable as this one. We should keep looking.
It's fortunate that we were able to get a hold of these documents. It summarizes all the research carried out by Kurnaz's henchmen on the Guardians. They include not only the notes on the experiments and their scientific theories, but the transcriptions of their interrogations. They start in the caverns of Esquiara and continue here with their experiments to reproduce the ritual. They were disappointed in the results. The Nadaig that they created was less impressive than the one they had dissected. Moreover, despite their efforts, they were unable to control it. They were hoping to train it, like one of their war dogs.
All of this is ignoble, a revolting demonstration of depraved logic. But as you've said, the documents are in our possession. Without them, and given that these savants are no longer in a state capable of further experimentation, Kernaz must now abandon his plans.
I think we finished. We should go back to the entrance of the ruins. The ambassador and her men will meet us there.
I warned them not to confront the men of the Alliance alone. I told them I would be bringing reinforcements. What a
I'm sorry we didn't wait for you. We wanted to learn about the Alliance's research as quickly as possible.
I can understand that. What did you find?
There was a camp here, as we suspected. But it was destroyed along with all its occupants by the Guardian we fought. There are no survivors. Many of them were taken by surprise. They must not have expected the Nadoig to escape their control.
What a waste. But if they were taken by surprise, they must not have had time to destroy or carry away the evidence of their research.
That's right. We found a number of documents they left behind. Without them, it will be hard for them to repeat the experiment. Here. This describes not only what they did to my people, but also their aims, as well as everything they learned, or thought they had learned about our Guardians. Without these documents, and with the death of all the scientists involved, there's little chance of their experiment succeeding again.
That's excellent news.
We also found other documents that specifically named the person who instigated all this in the region. Look. Her name is Zahid, and she's one of Kurnaz's closest associates. We've already had to contend with her in Yuxantis, unfortunately.
I've heard of her. She's officially an Alliance diplomat who arrived in Peren a short time ago.
We suspect that she is also involved in matters concerning Teleme. If you are in contact with Father Cardinal Pius, you should tell him about this. He will be very interested to hear about it.
I know him well. I'll speak to him about it. Thanks to this signed document, as well as the other evidence you've given me, I'll be able to make our case to Prince de Vespe. Zahid and her ilk will have to answer to him. And as you know, the prince is not known for his leniency. I trust you weren't planning to settle your scores with her yourself.
That woman keeps getting in our way. But I trust you'll be able to keep her from doing any harm.
Don't you worry about it. As soon as I get back to Peren, I'll ask for an audience with the prince. Well, if you don't need me anymore, I'll be on my way. Come and see me again in a few days. I'm sure I'll have some news to share.
Safe travels, Ambassador.
Winter clothes, summer clothes, light clothing and workwear. Mother of per... Hello? Are you looking for a piece of jewellery to give your lover, or a new shirt, perhaps?
I hate Zahid and everything she stands for. I'd give anything to see her behind bars.
Sooner or later, we'll put an end to her shenanigans. Permanently. Hello? I didn't know we had a merchant on board.
Not all ships do, but it seems that you have support among the admirals. Would you like to see what I have for sale? I sell a bit of everything.
What is it?
I must leave you.
See you later.
Who's there? May the enlightened run on strength!
Anybody there?
Show them what we're made of!
I need healing! We've lost one of ours!
folk from the...
Let go of me, you band of brutes! You're hurting me, and if you think that I'm going to...
Shut up and come quietly. You wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to you, would you?
Aye! Unhand that girl at once. She only plies her trade in the brothel. You want to go? Step inside and pay.
We have no interest in her services. We would merely like to have a little discussion with her, without indiscreet ears listening in.
Right, and my name's Octave de Vest. Let go of her and get out of here.
Things are heating up. Let's keep our eyes open. We might learn something.
Listen, we have it from a sure source that this girl is in cahoots with a man that we suspect to be a Taleme spy.
So what? We're in Perret, not outside. Have you forgotten that the congregation is neutral?
Neutrality does not dictate that we allow a dangerous spy from a foreign nation to operate freely.
One thing is certain, it does dictate that we do not allow you to attack women to satisfy your whims.
At this rate, those Alliance brutes will soon be drawing arms. We'd better do something.
Sirs, if you would indulge me. You really believe that a courtesan knows where you could find a notorious spy? If such a spy actually exists at all, he would be a rather unskillful spy if that were the case. And these girls couldn't care less about what their clients whisper in their ears.
I have to admit, we do hear a lot. Complaints about their wives, the taxes are too high.
It does make one wonder how a savage from Tier could know all that. But you're not completely wrong. This girl doesn't seem to know anything at all. Sirs, we're leaving.
Thank you for intervening. Those maniacs were ready to spill blood in defense of their delirious delusions.
They sent chills up my spine. Thank you.
Is everyone all right?
We are, thanks to you. Thanks for stepping in.
You really fooled them. Like a true diplomat.
I just hope they won't come back. I get the impression they're not the type to give up easily.
You're right. You should double the guard and keep an eye on your customers.
Irene, I warned you that hanging around with that man would get you into trouble. Not only could it have cost you your life, but did it even occur to you to think about the others? They could have been hurt as well.
I'm sorry, but who is the man you just spoke about?
Though we greatly appreciate your help, discretion is the cornerstone of our business. All I can tell you is that it's a priest from Taleme with rather unusual manners. The gentleman became enamored of Irene and came here often, a little too often in my opinion. And of course, his status and his origins drew the attention of those louts from the Alliance who saw him as a spy.
A priest from Taleme who was a frequent visitor to the brothel. Funnily enough, that does remind me of someone.
He's a strange sort of priest, that much is true.
Irene,
But that's not why those
enough.
men are after him.
We're going to close up for today, in case the Alliance men try to come back. And you need to get some rest after all this excitement.
Be careful.
And thank you very much for your help.
Looking for a new armor? We have some very beautiful pieces. True masterpieces of Peren's craftsmanship.
Halt! This is the Thélème Embassy. You need a pass in order to enter the premises.
I have all the necessary authorizations. We need to speak to the Father Cardinal immediately.
As your authorization's a little old, I cannot let all of you enter the confines. Go ahead alone. Your friends can join you, only if the ambassador agrees to it.
I'm not going to let my friends wait here in the street.
They can wait inside, but they cannot go up into the offices until the Father Cardinal gives his authorization.
Very well. Thank you. I apologize, but you'll have to wait for me here in the entryway. It'll only take a moment. I am certain that you'll be able to join me very quickly.
I hope you're having a nice day.
I was only doing my duty. But I hear footsteps. I imagine Cardinal Father, allow me to introduce to you the friends to whom I owe my freedom and life today.
My children, it is a pleasure and an honor to meet you. I could never repay you for helping Fausta escape from the Alliance's jails and bringing her back to me.
Cardinal, we are also honored to meet you.
Fausta told me about the sufferings of your people at the hands of our enemies and what they have already done to you. Under the guise of civilization, these people behave like monsters, and you have all my compassion. As you know, our two nations have been at war for centuries. We should join forces against this common enemy.
Indeed, I have heard of it. There has even been fighting between your troops and those of the Alliance on our island.
Exactly. From Tir Pradee to the plains of Duton, a trail of blood and anger has been wreaked by our two nations. Know that in any case, I will do everything in my power to aid you in your trials. But you must have questions or requests. Fausta told me that you had a run-in with the people from the Alliance in front of one of the guards' pleasure houses.
That's correct. She likely told you that the men were looking for a spy from Thélème. They were about to kidnap a young woman in the hopes that she would reveal secrets she might be privy to. The spy was a close acquaintance, or a regular customer in any case.
Thank you. It is quite a troubling matter. Could you tell me more? What has become of the woman?
The poor thing seemed completely confused about what the men were asking her. She was shocked by the whole matter, and I believe she had no idea as to whom the men were referring. She simply returned to her usual occupations after the incident.
I see. All the same, it would be good to learn which client these men were truly after. Because I fear that the man the Alliance was after may well be a priest working here in Peren.
The only priest that I know susceptible to have a liaison with a prostitute would be Jacquemus. Has he brought trouble on himself again?
It would appear so. I know that you do not care much for him, Fausta, but he is one of us. And I'm worried for him. It has been a long while since I've heard from him, even though we were supposed to see each other. I was beginning to think that he finally got his throat slit in some dark alley by some procurer of ladies of the night. But since you told me that the Alliance is looking for a spy from Thélème in a brothel, I would like for you to find him, if you would be so kind. He's a priest with an overly developed penchant for the flesh. But he most certainly does not deserve to be killed because he's been mistaken for a spy. Oh, now let's talk more about this young woman. I promise to see to her safety. I believe I have the solution the situation requires. There is an escort who is waiting for a delegation of diplomats who must return to Thélème, past the eastern gate out of the city. If you manage to bring the girl to them, the guards will protect her. And as soon as the diplomats join them, she can travel with them away from here. She will be safe in Thélème. The Alliance would never set foot there. Of course, I trust you will question her during your journey. She might know where Jacquemus can be found.
Should we be prepared to meet armed foes?
If the men of the Alliance are as violent and determined as you said, it's probable that they'll seize any opportunity to stop you. I advise you to prepare yourselves for the worst. If you seek peace, prepare for war.
Can you reassure us that this young woman will be in safe hands with your men?
I see what is bothering you. Soldiers can be rather uncouth, especially if they were to learn the trade of this young woman. But I assure you that they will do her no harm. They all fear the enlightened, and also my wrath. One thing is certain, she'll be safer under my protection than under the threat of the Alliance.
We have no more questions. I feel I need to inform you that we found ourselves involved in an altercation between men from the Alliance and the guards.
Nothing serious, I hope. But what makes you think that this altercation might concern me?
The men were looking for a spy from Thélème, a regular at the guards' brothel, and the Alliance men wanted to take a girl away to question her knowledge about the man. We imagine, of course, that it's simply paranoia motivating their zeal, but I'd rather you were informed.
Thank you. It is quite a troubling matter. Could you tell me more?
The young woman is safe, though she had quite the fright. We were able to convince the men of the Alliance that their information was false. I do not think that they will return.
I hope what you say is true, but I do not trust these people. All it takes is a simple rumor, and there's a great chance they'll come looking for the poor thing. It would certainly be better to place her somewhere safe, and to learn what we can about our spy. Because I fear that the man the Alliance was after may well be a priest working here in Peren. It would appear so. I know that you do not care much for him. It has been a long while. I was beginning, but since you told me that the Alliance is... I would like for... He's a... Oh, now, let's... I promised. There is an if you manage, and as she will... A core.
We have no more questions. We need the financial backing of a nation or a wealthy patron to fund the journey back to Tir Fradi. Could Teleme help us?
Regrettably, and I am truly sorry about this, I do not have the means to finance such an expedition.
Are the De Vesps the only family who could help us?
You could also go and see the Dorsays, especially since they are already established on Tir Fradi. I don't know which would be easier to convince at the moment. One thing is certain. They will both ask for something in return. These people are merchants first and princes second. Don't forget that. And it is highly likely that their ministers will refuse to see you without a letter of recommendation from an important person.
Someone like you?
Yes, for example. But I hope you understand that I cannot give you a letter of recommendation unless I can fully trust you.
We shall leave, Your Excellency.
May the Enlightened watch over you, my children.
It is said that you worship giant creatures on your island? I can't believe it.
The texts of St. Lucy's... Fascinating. You should read.
Workwear or evening wear. You'll find everything you need here.
My officer's waiting for me.
Hi. You're new to the area, right? So, what can I get you? We're always open. You'll always be welcome. Goodbye.
Yes?
You're back? What do you want?
Were you able to present the evidence we gave you to the Prince de Vespe? What did he think?
I have indeed informed him of what was going on. And I have also sent a message to the Emperor himself. He was very impressed by your courage and sends you his thanks for saving our nation from this devious attack. As for the Prince, he was extremely interested in the documents I showed him, especially those regarding Zahid. The Alliance ambassador has been summoned, and Zahid will no doubt be banished in the next few days.
It's another blow for Gurnas. I hope he won't soon forgive her her failure.
I don't think you'll be seeing her anytime soon. The Prince has also assured me that he will send scouts to the other ruins near the borders to make sure that nothing happens there. I've obviously told him about your pivotal role in this matter, for which he is grateful.
We shall leave now, Your Excellency.
Goodbye.
May the Enlightened forgive me, but when I think of men like Kurnaz and his scientists, I sometimes doubt his goodness. They're truly willing to do anything to rule, including inflicting torture and carrying out the most horrific rituals. Fortunately, we were able to put an end to their plans.
I must leave you.
See you later.
I can't believe that arrogant Kurnaz had the impudence to conduct his little experiments in High Prairie. On our land. If that wretch thinks that our neutrality will prevent us from retaliating, he is sorely mistaken, I assure you.
Let's talk about it later.
Always at your service.
Beor Tirtomat, my friend. What can I do for you?
Good boy, Nilan.
Good boy, Korans.
I did everything I could to avoid marked houses. Why did I get sick?
get home, ain't that right?
What's going on here? Leave this man alone.
What's it to you? Think you're some kind of hero? Get out of here, unless you're looking for a beating.
I think my friend made himself perfectly clear. Leave this man alone.
Fausta? You're no match for us. You'd better go.
No match? Hear that? The savage is challenging us. Come on, let's teach him a lesson.
To attack the best.
Stop! We're leaving. We've had enough.
That's right, get out of here. And we'd better not catch you at it again. Are you all right?
Yes, thanks to you. Thank you for stepping in. But your friend... Fausta? Is that you?
Yes, it's me. I'm happy to see you alive and well.
I can't believe it. So you come back? After your betrayal? How dare you?
I gather you know each other.
Yes. Listen, we just wanted to help you, but it's probably best if we left now.
Right. Like you said. That's probably for the best.
I've been very generous today.
Is there an... We'll make your never been... Let's show them what we're made of!
You're bleeding! Let me help you! You're bleeding!
been on the street.
sense that my hour is near. May the enlightened be with me. I sense that my hour is near.
Hello. Are you lost?
It seems that Monsieur d'Argenton is a man of great wisdom. Have you met him?